What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel Hookers Podcast, episode 162. We are back with another UFC event out of the Apex. Not too great, but we got a couple decent fights on here that'll be good to talk about. Other than that, not the most going on in combat sports this weekend. We do got Tank Davis fighting, so that should be a fun fight. We got the return of Braxton Smith, this time to BKFC. Let's fucking go. I ain't never been more hyped in my entire life, right?
Wow, that is such an exaggeration, but sure.
Let's go.
The only way you could be more excited is if it was Braxton Smith versus Parker Porter, right?
Very
just
true.
Like, there's no way anyone remembers him, and it's just funny because that's who beat him
Yes.
in the UFC.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
beautiful
perfect.
Monster.
Let's go.
The beautiful monster. I forgot about that one.
I did too. But yeah, like I said, all we really got going on this weekend is UFC out of the Apex, headlined by Manel Kape taking on Asu Almabayev, which everything for the flyweights on this card have gotten all fucked up, flipped around, turned around. It was originally supposed to be Brandon Royval versus Manel Kape, a clear number one contenders fight. I mean, for the UFC, in terms for just Manel Kape, because if Kape won, he would have gotten a title shot. For Brandon Royval, he was not promised that at all. Ended up having to pull out of the fight. Asu Almabayev was supposed to be taking on Steve Ursig for this fight. Then they both got pulled from that. Ursig is now taking on Moreno, and Asu Almabayev now has the main event spot against Manel Kape on that night's card. Whole lot of shit just moving around. Do you think heading into it with just all the different circumstances and everything, do you think it's a better spot for Manel Kape heading into this, or Asu Almabayev?
Well, Manel was the one that was prepared for the 5-round fight.
Yes.
Because Asu wasn't supposed to headline this, right?
No,
yeah. So obviously there's that. There was obviously enough a couple weeks notice for him to have prepared, but he didn't get that full camp just preparing for a 5-round fight. So I do think that obviously plays in Manel's favor.
For sure.
It's an interesting fight. It depends on how Manel comes out, I think, ultimately, because if the way he came out against Bruno Silva, if he puts on a pressure like that, then he could probably get it done.
Yeah.
But if he's patient at all and lets Asu get the grappling going, I think it might be a long night for him, because he seems to be losing fights because of the grappling,
And that's what I was going to bring up, was the fact that he has to come out with a pressure, but he has to come out with controlled pressure and not doing too much on his combinations. Because if he does that duck under, double leg takedown, single leg, whatever it may be, it's right there for Asu. So you got to come out, you have controlled pressure. You can't be over swinging on anything, because Asu will take him down. And Asu, the main way he wins is submission. He has 9 subs, 9 decisions, but he mainly finishes people. That is his thing. Never been knocked out.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna say, because he was also very active last year. So I wonder if just fighting March and then June and then October, and now he's gotten this decent break, if he could also come out with a bit more spunk and actually try to go for the finish too.
No, 100%. That is something that is going to be interesting to see. I think he tries to, and I think it's because of the 5 rounds. I think he's gonna push a little bit more, because he knows he has the cardio for the 3. He's gotten a decision before. He knows he can do that. 5 rounds is rough, and he's probably thinking, all right, I have a shorter camp. If I can get this out within the first 3, we're solid.
Yeah. Definitely. Asu for sure has to get the grappling going, and that for sure has to be the path to victory. Definitely be looking for a submission, because I just feel like over the 5 rounds, Manel Kape's probably going to have the better experience there to just you know what I mean, go and probably just get it done. But yeah, Manel Kape, he's only been subbed twice in his career. The last time was by Kyoji Horiguchi, and then his first pro loss. So definitely not easy to get that done against him at all. But yeah, I do agree with, like you said, it's definitely going to be just more dependent on how Manel Kape comes out. I just feel like if he has the fucking fire in him to go out there and really go for a fight, you know what I mean? This just should be his fight, I feel like, just more experience against higher level fighters. He knows how to just defend takedowns very well. He can be scrambling, you know what I mean? It's like not like he's just out here getting controlled, like, for fucking just like crazy amounts, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I would favor him overall to get it done, but Asu, just like you said, being more active too. It's like, like you said, a little bit of time off. It's been about 5 months, by the time that they fight. So I just feel like, just like you said, just a solid break. You know what I mean? He's been in there frequently, just more active recently than Manel Kape. So definitely wouldn't be surprised if he's just on that hot streak in general and just able to go out there, get it done in a very big spot for his career.
And this was years ago, back when he was on the regionals, but he has gotten a UD win in a 5-round fight. Asu. So again, like this was 2019, but like, he does have that.
So he has gone 5 before. So he does know what it's like to go 5. So that is good. It is just like there is a different type of training and preparation for it. Because you do kind of have to train more for that.
But it's always good to know what type of thing to expect while in there, 100%. Or feelings,
Yeah, definitely interesting match-made fight at 125 pounds. It's always nice to see a fight at the top of the division that's actually a fresh matchup and has some good implications on it. It's one of those things. It definitely does suck for Manel Kape going against like originally the number 1 contender in the division, clear title shot earning if you got the win. Now going up against Sue, who is ranked number I forget 8. Yeah, ranked number 8 heading into it. Just don't know what exactly that's gonna do for him. Like even if he gets a finish win,
Yeah.
No, yeah. It just all depends because we have other, like you said, Steve Erceg now fighting Moreno. Like it all depends on what happens there. Like because Steve Erceg could win that fight, but like if he does win that fight, they're not running him into Pantoja again. And Moreno, that's kind of a split on depending on how he looks in that fight. They may or may not. So honestly, I think it's still kind of like Kape may still get that title shot.
Yeah, definitely possible. And yeah, for Asu, doubt he'll get a title shot with a win.
No.
But I feel like if he gets a win, him and Amir Albazi, that'd probably be a very good fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they probably would run that. They might run him versus Royval, since Royval is going to be needing a fight.
True. Yeah. So definitely both of them with a win here can set up for a big opportunity in the flyweight division with just, we know the fucking game. Pantoja has just ran through it. So just, we need new fights. And it's one of those things where, like Manel Kape kind of that new contender, but Pantoja has a win over him already too. So it's like, Asu's the actual real new fight here. So see how the 31-year-old from Kazakhstan is able to compete against the first real top fight of his career.
And we go from top of one division to bottom of the barrel in another in this co-main event.
Bruh, I just don't. I don't even got a fucking game face or nothing to put on that I give a single absolute fuck about this fight. Cody Brundage versus Julian Marquez. 4-5 in the UFC for Cody Brundage to 3-4 in the UFC for Julian Marquez, and this is our co-main event when we have a 3-1 prospect in Esteban Rivovic right underneath them. What the fuck are we doing now? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like what?
No, this is the fact this is even on the main card is kind of disrespectful. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's just because it's gonna be exciting.
Is it?
Probably. Both of them are always getting finished and or getting the finish. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of just how it goes.
Yeah.
And while their records are negative because they are getting finished in their win, like somebody's gonna finish the other guy at some point. Probably.
Go 50-50.
Yeah. So I feel like that's why it's there, is just because it should at least be a fun fight.
That's fair.
But,
hopefully. Definitely do hope that we do at least get something fun and sloppy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, something. If I had to take a guess, personally, Brundage probably subs Marquez.
Probably.
If I had to give like an actual pick and actually like, Marquez never been subbed. But is that because he's not fighting people who are going for subs?
I don't know. But we'll see. Like you said, just hopefully we definitely just get a fun fight out of that one. But that featured bout at 155 pounds, Nasrat Haqparast taking on Esteban Ribovic. 3-fight win streak now for Esteban after losing his UFC debut. The last one split decision over Daniel Zellhuber.
But that was a banger.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. When the finish win over Terrence McKinney before that, and UD over Camwell Kirk. Just very solid prospect, a whole lot of fun. Like you said, absolute banger in this division. Do you think the tough veteran savvy of Nasrat Haqparast being around in the UFC much longer, having 12 fights in the UFC?
He's 9-4.
13. So going to be able to get it done, or is the surging Ribovic going to go out here and make a name for himself?
I hope he can go out there and make a name for himself.
So do I. I do think though it is going to be rough. Like,
yeah,
Nasrat's only ever been knocked out once, only ever been subbed once. And yeah, so it's going to be a rough fight. It's definitely going to show where Esteban is at.
Oh yeah.
It's just all going to depend because, like, thing with Esteban with Nasrat is he's fought a higher level of competition than what Esteban has fought in Bobby Green, Dan Hooker, Drew Dober.
Mark Casey, Martin Held, John McDessie, James Malarkey, Jared Gordon, he's fought a lot of solid fighters.
Fought a lot of solid fighters, so it's going to be really interesting. I hope Esteban is able to make a name for himself, get the win, look impressive, and keep moving forward in this 155-pound division.
Yeah, I definitely do agree that it is going to be a tough one. 4-fight win streak for Nasrat coming into this one, 3-fight win streak for Ribovic. So let's see who's able to extend that and who gets the setback.
Yep.
But yeah, I definitely do hope that Esteban's able to get it done. Just be a nice addition towards that top 15 end of the division. You know what I mean?
He's an exciting fighter. Like, he's just one of those guys where it's like, okay, 155 will be okay with certain names, after these other guys that start retiring. Like,
yeah. So let's go see what the 28-year-old can do. Going on down the card, next fight, absolutely a horrible fight at heavyweight. Austin Lane taking on a UFC newcomer. 9-0 Mario Pinto. Is he gonna lose his though?
No.
You don't think so?
I refuse to bet on Austin Lane. Curse or not. There's one undefeated fighter on every card who doesn't lose their L. I feel like it's going to be him because he's fighting Austin Lane. No?
You know what? I agree with you. This guy's winning. And do you know why?
Why?
Because he has 3 title wins out on the regional scene, and 2 of them are by decision.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Oh, wait. 3 rounds. Hold on. Okay, the second one was 5 rounds.
Well, even then, 3 rounds, that's all he's fighting against Austin Lane.
But yeah, so that's just, he does actually have 5-round experience coming into the UFC, and he did win by unanimous decision, and that was the second title defense in that promotion. So that's actually something for a fucking undefeated heavyweight prospect coming in at 26 years old.
Oh, yeah.
6'5" with an 80-inch reach. You know what? I agree with you, Ginger. He's remaining undefeated. He's going to knock out Austin Lane in the first round.
I can see it. Austin Lane, it's Austin Lane. What am I supposed to...
He is very good.
Yeah, he should knock out Austin Lane.
The only reason, he was able to beat Rebels Despain is because Despain has no grappling whatsoever.
Yeah. All 5 of the losses for Austin Lane come via knockout. 4 of them in the first round, 1 in the second. So, yeah. Mario, he probably got this coming into the UFC. That'd be good for him.
Yeah.
Also on the main card, William Gomes taking on undefeated Hyder Emil at 10-0.
Gomes is good.
Lose his O, or does he also remain undefeated?
I think he loses his O.
You think so?
This is the one that I'm a bit more confident in it.
Yeah.
He comes in he has a lot of pressure in the first round, second round, but I just don't know that William Gomes is going to let him back him up like that and just throw stupid, wild shots, He is a very solid fighter. He is good at keeping his distance. He like, you know what I mean? I'm just not sure that he's going to let Hyder do what he's been doing to these other guys. But
No, yeah, exactly. That's my biggest thing is there's no way that Hyder is going to be able to do what he's been doing against William Gomes. And Gomes is just going to touch him up, counter strike him, and then just like, roll to the outside, roll to the inside, cut the angles.
Yeah, Gomes just the taller, longer one, 3 inches taller, 3 inches longer.
Yeah, 6 foot, 73-inch reach. Has a very solid frame at 145 pounds. I agree. He's a very slick kickboxer, just very solid on the back foot. Probably just gets Hyder Emil tired. Wins by decision, maybe late finish, something like that. But yeah, it's 4-0 in the UFC.
4-0, coming off a win against Joe Anderson Brito, like.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too. It's like he has 2 losses in his pro career, coming in his pro debut and then his 4th pro fight. Pro debut, a loss to 3-0 Saladin Paranis, who attempted to become a triple champ in KSW recently. An amazing prospect that's still young and like very good in his career.
Yeah,
and
his overall record is 20-2 now.
And then Morgan Charrier, when William Gomes was 2-1, Morgan was 7-4, and he got heel hooked in the second round. So
no shame.
And that was going back to 2016 in both of those fights.
Super early on, long time ago.
9 years.
A very solid prospect. Gomes is probably going to do some solid things in this division.
Yup.
But yeah, I am definitely excited for that one. Hopefully, Gomes is able to keep it going. Just one of those things where it's like, we were talking about Brito like deserving a top 15 opponent. Gomes goes out there, gets the split decision win over him, and now it's like, okay, you're getting Hyder Emil now. Like
that's an insane thing to do by the UFC, to give him someone lower than Joe Anderson Brito, in my opinion, in terms of where he's at in his career. But if he wins this fight, I think he should be fighting top 15. Him versus Kape will be a really interesting fight.
That'd be oh my god. We need to get Calvin a win, brother.
I know, but it's hard. It's hard. Who legitimately who outside the top 15 am I gonna be putting against
Kyle Nelson against Calvin Kattar.
Go back to that one.
Go back to that.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, why not? That's fair. I ain't too. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, shit, I wouldn't be mad at him. They might go to Steve Garcia versus Kattar, actually. I really think about it.
Maybe not, because I don't think it'll work out, because Steve was supposed to fight Barboza. Barboza pulled out, so I'm sure that Garcia's gonna want to fight sooner than Kattar's willing to come back.
No, that's fair. You know what? Actually, now that I really think about it, let's just do an older man's fight. Let's do one someone who's been contemplating retirement. Hub Kattar.
Sure, but this has nothing to do with this. Moving on the card.
I'm trying to.
Third undefeated fighter in the row.
Yes. Last fight on the main card. Like you said, third undefeated fighter on this card. Danny Barlow, left hand to God. He is back taking on Sam Patterson. 12-2-1 overall on his career. It's 9-0. 170 pounds. Danny Barlow should be able to get this done. Definitely believe in him to be able to go out there and get the knockout. It's just one of those things. I'm gonna be worried as hell with that little fucking undefeated curse going around. So
But that's why he's gonna be the one person to keep his O on this card.
No,
or maybe this will be the first card to go positive with undefeated fighters.
It just does not seem accurate.
It doesn't seem accurate, but it's possible. Because
it's possible.
The people who are fighting, the people who are undefeated, aren't great.
I think the first card of the year had a positive record.
Well, because wasn't there one undefeated fighter and they won?
I think there might have been 2 or 3. So I don't know. Either way, though, we'll see. But yeah, Danny Barlow he's very solid.
He's solid and he's got power.
Yeah, 6'2" with a 79-inch reach as well. Just another one of those guys at welterweight with a fucking stupid long reach. Why are your arms built like this?
To be fair, Sam Patterson, 6'3" with a 78-inch reach.
Yeah. But went to a split decision in his last one against Nikolai Veretennikov, who did just get finished by fucking Austin Vanderford in the last one, but
he did miss weight in that fight, so I wonder if it was the first time he's ever missed weight. So I wonder if it was just
rough cut, something going on.
Probably just a rough cut because like he fought Quinlan, didn't have any issue.
Yeah, so got to give him one more shot.
Yeah. Usually he gets it done by finish more often than not. So see how that one plays out. On the prelims, ain't got too much more going on either. Not the greatest stacked out card. But prelim opener though, Charles Johnson, he's back taking on Ramazan Tamarov. I don't know why he's just fighting some fucking up and coming dude. I feel like he should have been able to get himself a better fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just 4-fight win streak, just very fucking solid. We were talking all about him last year. How you guys feel about this one heading into it?
I'm not sure. It's just weird. But
the thing
they went to this.
Johnson's always in there to make it fun.
Yep.
This guy's last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins have been by first round knockout. He did have a decision right before that, like the other two. So it's not like he doesn't get decision wins.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he's just kind of been on this role of knocking people out, and if he thinks that he's going to go in there and get it done over never been finished in any fashion, Charles Johnson, and if Johnson kind of gives him a rough time.
I mean, 18
it's
wins.
Like Ramazan has been subbed one time before, and that was obviously some years ago, back in 2019. But I kind of wouldn't be surprised if Johnson was able to get that decision.
And the thing is, 18 wins, 12 via finish, all 12 of those in the first round.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is insane.
Like you said, of just, all these knockouts in a row and stuff like that. 5'4", 63-inch reach for Ramazan. 5'9", 70-inch reach for Charles Johnson. 5 inches taller, 7-inch reach advantage.
Damn.
Jesus.
He is much taller, much longer. We know how fucking slick his striking is. I do definitely think that if fucking Ramazan's trying to go out there and put it on him and knock him out, he's gonna
run into a big shot.
Yeah, it's like, well, come on, man. We know how fucking good of a boxer Joshua Van is, in the way that fucking Charles Johnson knocked him out. He could knock this dude out.
Possible.
So I feel like Charles Johnson probably gets a very nice second round knockout in this one. Gonna look real good in it. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, he could definitely do that. I'm just kind of it's just weird that they're going to this instead of doing what they should have done, which was Charles Johnson fighting someone in the top 15.
Tim Elliott type or something like that.
It's still fun though. Whatever. It's also just funny because they have him ranked at number 12, and they're just like, take this guy that has 1 win.
Which, I mean, this dude Ramazan, if he does win, let's just say if he wins, almost all first round finishes. Someone who's kill or be killed is Kai Asakura, and that sounds like a banger of a fight.
Holy shit! Yeah. For a fucking Kai Asakura and Charles Johnson would be fucking sick.
That's what they should have done for this fight, but Yeah,
I mean, that would probably be the fucking headliner of this card then, if they were fucking doing that.
I don't mind that.
Hopefully, just get a good performance from Charles Johnson, able to continue that win streak going. That would just be awesome for him.
No, yeah.
I know for me, the next biggest fight talk about on the prelim headliner, Ricardo Ramos taking on Chepe Mariscal.
It is
very
the
solid
only
fight
other fight to talk about.
Only other. I mean, we got.
That's
Ricardo
the problem.
Ramos taking on Chepe Mariscal.
All three of us were like, all right, when we get off this one, we're gonna go to that fight because we all. So.
Yeah. Both of them coming into this fight with a 17-6 record, the same record as Charles Johnson. That's
really funny. I forgot about that.
And that's also why Nasrat Haqparast has to take a loss so he can enjoy the 17-6 record.
Right. I forgot. We went over all of this.
Yes. That is also why Cody Brundage is going to go on a 7-fight win streak.
I don't know about that one.
Chepe Mariscal, he's the man that fought fucking every solid motherfucker outside the UFC that he possibly could have, easily getting paid no money for those fights when he should have been getting so much more, man.
Gregor,
losing
that's
fights
right. Gregor Gillespie,
Anderson, Brito, Yusuf Zalal,
Pat
Sabatini, Bryce
Steve
Mitchell.
Garcia.
Like you said, Gregor Gillespie. all the fuck over the place.
Yeah.
It is so
What the
crazy.
Fuck.
Yeah, like fucking it literally ranked people from 45 and 55 to fucking up and coming like content. Like, yeah, it's like he has fought a who's who, has gotten real goddamn good experience, and it has shown 4-0 in the UFC at this point. Like, he has been looking very solid in there. The fight with Morgan Charrier, that was a real good close one. Got the split,
Yep.
but that was just really showed a lot of skill in that one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, missed weight in the last one against Damon Jackson, but hopefully no flubs with that in this one. Able to just get back on track. But yeah. Definitely just excited to see how he's able to perform against Ricardo Ramos.
I'm calling a first round guillotine. That is Ramos' last 2 losses.
Yeah, he has lost in the first round. All of his losses.
Except for the decision.
Sorry, I missed that. It was in between the 2 other grappling. So yeah. But yeah. So 5 losses in the UFC, 6 overall on his record. Yeah, 5 of them being by knockout. As is definitely, or just finish in general. Sorry. But yeah, it probably does go out there and get it done. But who knows? Vet in the game for Ricardo Ramos, 8-5 in the UFC. So hopefully it's just a good fun scrap. We're gonna need some fun on this card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's like nothing else matters. The main card barely mattered with the fights that we talked about. We only talked about them because they are where they are. Like, this card needs to deliver, or it's just gonna be bad. I have no expectations.
Yeah, because it's like after that, like fucking Douglas Silva de Andrade, John Castaneda, probably the next best fight. You know what I mean? But like,
it could be fun. But that does nothing for like
JJ Aldrich. Like,
do not care.
We lost a lot in the Royval pulling out and then not having a Sue versus Steve Erceg. Like that would have. We could have easily gone fucking like 45 minutes just between those 2 fights. But yeah, overall, just not too great Apex card. But hey, you never know how that's gonna play out, and if we might end up having a lot of fun, you know?
Yeah, but with Royval pulling out, I lost my draft pick of the night. With the Sue and Steve getting canceled, Jimmy lost his draft pick with Steve Erceg.
And the head-to-head matchup, too.
Yeah, because I have a Sue.
Yes.
And it sucked because I specifically did it because it was booked as the counter pick. I loved it, and fuck God.
Well, I mean, Steve Erceg was still your boy.
Stands with the Sue Almabayev against Manel Kape.
I go 5-2.
I was gonna say, is Ginger gonna fucking pull up to us with the 5 wins in the draft, all with increasing losses from me to him?
No, he's going to go 5-2 and 1 no contest. Let's go.
That'd be pretty terrible, honestly.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back fucked main events.
Yeah.
Like, at least the last one had an answer, but you know.
You know what? It's gonna happen. Do you know why?
Why?
Because he picked Manel Kape last year and it fucked him. And now Manel Kape's gonna fuck him again for not picking him, you know? No matter what, you are gonna get fucked by Manel Kape. Even this year that you didn't pick him is still gonna happen.
Look, as long as I'm not getting fucked by both Manel Kape and Jalen Turner because of my drafts, I'm fine at that point.
We'll see.
Who you got at 155?
Joel Alvarez, Taco Padilla. I think that's it.
Gonna play Joel Alvarez, and he's gonna.
Oh, he's about to lose to Ignacio.
Yeah, that's why he's gonna fight Joel Alvarez after.
Joel Alvarez is about to beat BSD. Joel's not even gonna be in the top 15.
It's fine.
We'll see how it goes. But those are all of the fights, all of the draft implications, everything that matters for this one. Yeah, it's a short one.
Very short.
But hey, it's all good. Hopefully that we get a lot more on the review, have a whole lot of fun stuff to talk about, and see where things might actually go from this, you know?
No, for real. Hopefully, like, we're actually able to talk about the card.
Yeah. But I hope everyone enjoyed this one. Like and subscribe if you did, and we will catch you on the review. Peace out, everyone.